Well, I was listening to a business podcast a couple days ago, and there's a concept in there that really resonated with me, and it's the concept of acceleration. And what COVID is doing, or one of the big effects that it's going to have or is having, is it's just sort of accelerating everything that was already happening. Okay, so for example, if a restaurant was about to go out of business, it just accelerated that process. They're probably already out of business or soon to be out of business. Okay, if a restaurant was going to expand into a new market, they're probably going to do that because real estate's going to be inexpensive. There's going to be a lot of money available, and their competitors have vacated some space there. So they might go ahead and push that forward. And if someone's in a relationship that was teetering on a not good situation, that relationship might be over now because everyone's cohabitating at home. And so all these things are sort of accelerating. And we've seen that in our own business. The example I gave you was the telemedicine. We had planned on that before. This just accelerated the adoption of that. Mm-hmm. There may be some staff members that people have that, they've always kind of wondered on how long are they going to be around. This might accelerate that. This might accelerate some of those changes. This might accelerate hiring somebody new. This might accelerate, a new technology or a new marketing plan or a new, diversified scope of service that someone's thinking about doing. So I think it's just going to accelerate a lot of the things people were already doing. And I think we're seeing that, across the country. People are, interested in putting in their own office-based surgery suites, for example. Well, this is really going to accelerate that because now we've learned it's really hard to be dependent on a hospital and they have other mission of, they need to be taking care of COVID patients. If we're able to do it in our own office, it changes that dependency.
Yes.
So I think those sorts of things are going to be accelerated. I think look at what's happening with not only our telemedicine, but the payment of telemedicine. CMS just removed all these barriers to billing for telemedicine.
Yes.
So it's accelerated in that way. It's going to be hard for them to go back from those, I think, because how can you say, well, it was fine for a while, but now it's not?
Right.
It either is or it isn't. So I think all these things are being accelerated. So I think, honestly, the optimistic angle of all this is a lot of good's going to come from this. I mean, I think we're learning as a society that we can do a lot of things remotely that we didn't have to do before, or that we weren't able to do before. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to kind of refine our focus on some things. And I think we're accelerating the adoption of a lot of things that were going to happen anyway. And so there is a lot of good here. It's hard to see right now.